It's not often that I come on here and say, if you have this room booked, you should change it, but that's what I'm gonna do today. Hey everybody, it's Brandon the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend, and I think this is the second video I've ever made recommending do not book this cabin. So some of it just had some issues with me being here. Number one, there's some design flaws of the ship that I'm noticing. Number two, there's some things that are specific to this room that I think you can avoid if you book another room. So we're going to talk about all those as we go through the full walking tour of Oasis of the Seas Boardwalk Balcony, room 11723. All right, everybody, welcome to the outside of the Boardwalk Balcony here on Oasis of the Seas 11723. This is towards the very aft of the ship. You see where the person down here is walking? The midship elevators are past that, so it is quite a ways away. But if you pan over to the other side to see the wonderful housekeeping team here, hi. Those are my buddies who've been keeping my room nice and clean. You'll see that this hallway doesn't go anywhere else. That is kind of it. So let's walk on into the 11723 and show you this room. The first thing you're going to notice is the door slams. The doors on this ship always slam. So please be careful when you are closing this. Number one, if you get your fingers in there, it's going to really hurt. It kind of surprises you because it starts going slow and all of a sudden it skyrockets. It's also very courtesy to your neighbors because, you know what, this is a short cruise, right? It's a 3-night cruise. People come back at all sorts of times and others may be sleeping. So you got some storage here. You're also going to have on the other section for another area, if you will, where you could put all your cruise ship paperwork. You're not going to get that much anymore with Royal Caribbean, and there are going to be some random hooks all the way up at the top. Coming over to the vanity desk and to what I call my office, this is where you can sit. It does give you a proper chair, which I like, and you're going to have a place here where you can plug in your different devices. I will say that these are really close together, so if you've got a bigger block or a cube, it may prevent one of those from working. And the light here, I'll turn this on. It's not the nice white light, it's the old orangey kind of light that I'm just not a huge fan of, but maybe that's your color. Coming to the other side, you do have a TV, and this is going to swivel pretty easy there. So if you want to turn it towards the bed, you want to turn it more towards the couch that does pull out, you can do that as well. You're going to have the amenity gift from Crown and Anchor. So I get the tote bag. I actually just switched that back over to the macaroon, so I'm super excited about those. And this is some of the few and only paperwork you're going to get these days. Make sure you pay attention to this. This is all the great shows that are aboard here on Oasis of the Seas, such as the Aqua show, which I'm going to show you right outside this room. And it's also one of the reasons why I think you should not get this room. You're going to have plenty of storage space. You're going to have a chiller over here. These, per the sign, this keeps it cool, but not cold. So it is not a refrigerator. So if you need a refrigerator, go through the special assistance team. You're then gonna come over here to the king size bed, which has actually slept pretty good. I've enjoyed being able to sleep on this bed when I've been able to sleep on this bed. So it has been nice. You've got 2 nightstands. You're also gonna have 2 reading lights that you can turn on and use. One of my travel hacks for any cruise line is take the phone from the top of this teeny little nightstand and move it down. So that way when you put your phone up there, you put your mouth guard like I do or a sleep mask, you have plenty of room for it. There's also a plug back here. I don't know if you can see that, but there is one plug. So if you are a, not COPD, if you have a CPAP machine, there we go, you'll have a socket for that. I use my travel cord here. It is red so that hopefully I see it and do not forget it. You've got the couch here. It's pretty deep, but it does take a good nap. I've moved pillows over here. It shockingly does not have a pillow on it, but I've used those from the bed, take a nap. Works absolutely fine. It is pretty deep though, and you'll see that it does pull out. So if you want to get somebody else in here, you can do that. Coming over to the closet, and it looks like I've got my bag in the way, but you're going to have your safe, you're going to have shelving, and you're going to have places over here to put all your clothes. There's also, I'll open this side if I can get my bag to move. There's also a coffee table that I moved into the closet. So you all know I like to redecorate when I come into my stateroom. They had this directly in front of the couch here. And quite frankly, it doesn't give you any space. You're going to be tripping over it. It is much better served in the closet. So get it out of your way so that you're not walking into it and bruising your knees. Hey everybody, it's me. You've got a full-length mirror that is here. You're going to have your temperature control. And more importantly, you have the map. I know many of you have said recently you love when I show where I'm at on the ship. So if we are looking at the ship, we are the red dot. Deck 11 all the way towards the back. I think there's only 3 other rooms that are closer to the Aqua show than this room is. Coming into the bathroom, this has been absolutely fine. The bathroom is a normal Oasis class style bathroom. A little bit of shelving over there. I am looking for a new toiletry bag. Mine from the Ritz-Carlton it's actually a lunchbox, I think, that I've been using. It has holes in it now, so I need a new one. If you've got recommendations for one, let me know down in the comments. On Royal Caribbean, they have gone to just one shower, all-in-one kind of gel, if you will, for your hair, for your body, you name it. That's what you're supposed to be using these days. But it does have an adjustable shower. The water has been exceptionally hot, so if you like a hot shower, that'll be the place for you. I'll also say one of the things when you first walk into this room, remember the first time I walked into it, is there was an odor. There's a smell in this room. I don't know what it is. It's not musty. I almost feel like they just cleaned the couch because the couch looks like it's in really nice condition, but it smells like those chemicals that you clean with, which I just did not care for. But if you can see my window over here, you can see my biggest pet peeve on this room is somehow or another my window is messed up. And you can't clean this. This is in between the window. So when you normally have a window, you want to say, hey, I can look through the window. So you see this window, and then I'll show you a clear window. That's not the experience that I want. I haven't complained about it. I'm not one to complain. I'm not complaining about any of these things, right? The only thing that I did complain about was the noise. So if you get a boardwalk balcony room, know that it can be exceptionally loud. They've done some cleaning. They cleaned my window, so it is a little wet out here today. But on this short sailing, the Aqua show has started at 10:30, which means it runs to 11:30. They then, I believe, forgot to turn the music off, and it played until 12:30 at night. And you hear every word, every beat, clearly in your cabin here, because you are so close. You are only 3 down from the Aqua show. So that is probably my second biggest gripe here. It's just the sheer noise. I did call and ask them to let the technicians know that I think somebody left the music on by accident. Last night, it did not run that late. They did turn it off right after the show, which was nice. But you see, you've got the Great Abyss over here. If you want to watch the Aqua show from here, I would say try to get one of those closer rooms. Because of the Great Abyss, you see it is blocking your view a little bit. Not a bad view, still easy to watch, but just something to keep in mind. You're then going to be able to look all the way back here to where we have seen up to the sports deck. You've got your carousel down at the bottom. Watch the full ship tour. I give you a full view of all this. But the biggest thing is when you walk outside, know that you are not looking directly at the ocean. You are looking directly at your neighbors. Lucky everybody's in Coco Cay right now, so you can't see anything. But you do have to continually remind yourself that, oh, I need to close my blinds if I'm getting ready for dinner or getting ready to shower. But you do get to see the water. This is a cheaper room compared to an ocean view balcony. Ocean view balconies are going to cost you more, but I can still see the ocean here. And this is, honestly, this is a really good view. So that's what you're trying to accomplish. I think this is an excellent room. All right, so that is the full tour of Oasis of the Seas Boardwalk View Balcony 11723. And you can see that, you know what, it's just not for me. There are things like the window, the odor. There's things like that if you get a different room, you won't have those issues. The door slamming, the music from the boardwalk balcony, those are things that all boardwalk balconies are going to have. And quite frankly, at this point, I'm not sure that I want to book more boardwalk balconies. I've had more issues with, I say issues, like it's more of a personal preference, I guess I should say, with the music going late at night when I'm trying to sleep. I go to bed normally at 10:30. The show started the past 2 nights at 10:30. So I couldn't stay on my schedule, and I'm still waking up at the same time because my body is old and doesn't know how to sleep in. So I'm going on a tangent here, but you get the gist. If you take this room, it's coming with a few risks. Just know those in advance. And quite frankly, try to get one of the ones closer to the Boardwalk View Balcony. If you want to be closer to the Aqua show, get one of those other rooms right over there and you'll enjoy it better. You'll still have the noise, but you hopefully won't have the sound, and your windows will be crystal clear. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser. Hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.